Hey there, friends, Nibs again. Out in the garage doing a little bit of goofing around today. Cold and wet and rainy day outside, so we're going to keep it inside. I've been playing around with some old Daisy stuff out here, and I thought I'd keep with that theme and do a little bit of review on one that I actually picked up a week or so ago. You guys saw it in a bring home video that I had done, but this one's still, I think, going to need some TLC and some a rebuild, at least a pump cup probably, but it is actually shooting pretty darn good, and I thought I'd do a little bit more of a review on it. This one is somewhat of a rare model for a Daisy. It is a Daisy model 922, and they did have an 822 or I can't remember what the 177 version of this was, but that was more common. But this is a 922, and this one is actually in 22 caliber, and it's a pretty cool gun. Has a nice metal receiver, pretty well built for a lot of Daisy products were pretty chintzy, so, but not saying anything bad. I mean, they're fun toys. So also had out here my Daisy model 880, which is very similar to that 922. Really only the feeding mechanism is different, and then I have my model 856 Eagle out here, and this one is so much like a Crosman model 760. It's not even funny, but we're going to do strictly on the 922 out here today for this video anyway. And I did do a little bit of goofing around with it. It's pretty low on power, so I'm not really worried about doing any chronograph numbers with it, but I did do a trigger pull test with it, and it was pretty good. It's got a nice feeling trigger, and it's a little heavy, but I did actually take a picture of it, and I'll put that over here. The Lyman says it's around 3 pounds 10 ounces, 3 pounds 11 ounces, but it's got a good feel to it, so it's not a real creepy trigger, and it's a pretty crisp break for this much of a budget gun. This one, I got it locally at a local shop along with a Gamo Model 300 brake barrel, and I paid $40 for the pair, so I can't expect too awful much out of it. But this one actually would take a feeding clip very similar to, let me grab this. So this is a Crosman M4 177, and if you pull that back, it actually has this little feeding clip for pellets. You put the pellets in there, and then it goes into this slot here. Up here, sorry. And I think that's what denotes between the 822 and the, again, I don't remember what the 177 version of this, maybe it is the 822, I don't know, but the 922 had that same type of clip. It's a different design, obviously, because it's not a Crosman, it's a Daisy, but it looked very similar to that Crosman clip, but this one did not come with that. They also had a single feed tray that would allow you to drop one in there, and I didn't have that either. Still shopping around for one. I haven't found any of the clips for sale. I did find the ones for the 177 version, but obviously a 177 pellet isn't going to fit in, or a 22 pellet isn't going to fit in the 177 version clip. So what I ended up doing was, I took a piece of the cardboard that, not cardboard, plastic, corrugated plastic that I do a lot of my targets with, and I actually cut a piece that would fit perfectly in the slot underneath, and then I folded it over on the back side so that it actually will fit right where you can see the end of it right down in there. So when you drop a pellet in, the pellet will sit in that little gap there, and you can push it right in, and it works perfect. You just have to drop your pellet straight in there, and it lines right up with that, and then you push your bolt forward. Oop, started coming out of there on me because of course and it goes right in. So I'm going to be shooting these Crosman Premiers. Just do one little group on them. I plan on sticking a scope on this eventually. I am shopping around for a rebuild kit. If anybody knows where I can get a good rebuild kit for one of these, leave a link down, or I can't leave links on YouTube here, but go ahead and just, you know, give me a website or whatever, eBay, whatever, and tell me where I can find them, because I've been searching and I haven't been able to find like a complete kit. So I'd like to do all the O-rings and pump seal and everything when I do it. It is a pretty good shooting gun even with open sights, and I really think once I get it resealed and throw a scope on this, it'll be a real fun gun to shoot out here in the garage. But started kind of like, I have a little camp table and I set it up in front of me here so I can put my stuff out here in the front and I don't have to turn my back to you. It's kind of rude. It's hard to tell if you're actually pumping it or not. I mean, it's shooting all right. Just I can tell it's underpowered, but that actually sounded like it had a little more power. Maybe it's starting to get some of that oil worked into the. Even the 880 I got, and that's rebuilt, shooting good, really good power, and it still feels like I'm not doing anything compared to pumping up an 870. So any deviation in that group is strictly my eyes shooting these old buckhorns, so I can't blame that on the gun. One big ragged hole though, so that's pretty cool. There, this is a pretty cool gun. The paint and finish is pretty well delaminated off the barrel. I might strip that down and repaint that and touch it all up when I do the reseal on it as well, and put a nice little period scope. So I did do a little bit of research, and I really couldn't find any reference directly on when these were made and when the production stopped on them. If anybody knows any of that, let me know down below as well. But I did find a print ad in a magazine online from 1974 that had these listed as a product from Daisy. And then I also found another magazine advertisement online as well that showed these in 1987. So at least those 13 years they were in production. I'm guessing they probably went into the 90s, but they're not many 22 caliber Daisy pellet guns, so This is one of a rare breed for sure. Most other pellet guns are all 177. So, but anyway, there you go. Kind of a first impression, first review, partial review anyway. Once I get it rebuilt, we'll do a full-on review. I'm going to rebuild it and refinish it. I think it's a rare enough piece and a cool enough piece to warrant spending a little bit of time on it. But I thought you guys would appreciate seeing it and seeing it working pretty well out here in the garage. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I do post up new videos. Until next time, have a great day.